guys, it's Ben Terry Farm. I'm out here cultivating our open pollinated corn, and I wanted to make it clear actually before I start the video, this is not sweet corn. I know several different people that follow us see the pictures I put up of the corn, and we're out here in this huge field you can see behind me. Goes for a long ways. This is not our sweet corn. We do grow open pollinated sweet corn, but that is not the field I'm in right now. But I'm out here cultivating, and what I wanted to do is just talk about what cultivation is and why we do it, and how we control weeds in organic agriculture. And here's my cultivator behind me. It's only a 2-row, and that's quite small for doing 10 acres. This is like literally straight out of the 50s or 60s cultivator. It's a nice shape, but you know, there's not many people running cultivators at all anymore because there's not many people organic farming. And if they do run them, they're usually a lot larger. And I'm finding out the hard way. This is the 3rd year. I doubled our field size from last year. We only did 5 acres last year, and now we're doing almost 10. And now I'm finding out that this is quite slow for doing 10 acres. So we're going to move up to a 6-row, hopefully next year. But we're going to finish it out with the 2-row this year. And so there's the cultivator. And what the cultivator does is it's made out of spring tooth steel, and there's little shovels on the end. And what I'm gonna do is turn the camera around so I can give you better shots at it up close here. All right, so here's the cultivator up close, and as I said, these arms here are made out of a spring steel, so it's very flexible. And then down here what we have is our shovels, and they're pointed just like they are upwards. They're pointed down the ground as well. And the idea here is to control for depth and speed to get a row that looks like this right here. Okay, this is a row that we did not get close enough to. You see how there's, it's kind of hard to tell there, but we have a lot of little weeds here around this stalk of corn. As you go down here, you'll see lots and lots of more little weeds. They're tiny right now because we did tine weed. In fact, this is, I can tell what that is. That's crimson clover. Coming up, one of the clovers went to seed, and it's left over. But as you go along here, you can see more and more weeds in this row. You take a look over here. What happened is I cultivated already, and I pushed the dirt right up against the corn. That's what's actually going on when we're cultivating, and I'll show you a video of that from the tractor perspective. But we have the dirt. This is a really good row here, perfect. Don't see any weeds because I threw that dirt right up against the corn, covering the little weeds. You know, this happens occasionally too. This is a danger you have to look out for. If you're going too fast, you throw a nice big clump and knock your corn down. So using the cultivator really is just about controlling depth and speed based on the height of the corn. And the corns like this is pretty ideal when the corn first comes up. Let's say the corn is, you know, only this tall down here. You got to go really slow and be really careful, or use shields to keep the dirt from flinging onto the corn. And I've tried to use the shields, but generally what I've found is it just kind of plugs up because we have a lot of biomass that was dished down into the field. And this does an excellent job. The cultivator does a very nice job. It is very old technology. There's lots of new technology now with GPS and cameras. And the camera is actually looking at the rows of corn and making sure that your cultivator is exactly where it should be, and it's automatically adjusting on the fly, and the tractor basically drives itself. Yeah, we don't have the money for that. I actually wasn't even sure I was going to continue growing corn. I just wanted to do it 1 year and start out on the cheap and see if I liked it, if we could even do it here. You know, the old school way with organic corn. We don't get much rainfall here compared to the rest of the state or like the surrounding area. It's still pretty good, but the soil doesn't hold the moisture quite as well as other parts of the area. So I started out this way, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, I'm trying to position the camera so that you can watch as we're going through. And I think this is really gonna be a neat thing to see because I really enjoy it. Sounds crazy to sit out for hours going so slow, just driving over corn, but watching the dirt just cover up the weeds, and like it's very satisfying. It's immediate gratification. You get to see the work done right away, and you're just seeing that dirt and all the weeds gone, and now you have just this beautiful lined up rows that are ready to take off because you're eliminating the competition. So, all right, I'm gonna position the camera on the tractor, and I'll show you guys a shot from there. hope you guys liked watching the cultivator in action, and you learned something about cultivating, controlling weeds organically. I've been very happy with the corn the last 2 years. Yield's not the best, but we've improved each year, and I'm very excited about this year. This is the cleanest field we've had in terms of weeds. I got out here on time, which is everything with organic farming and farming in general, with the tine weeder, and really got the field clean before the corn even came up. So you can see these beautiful rows going both ways of corn. Even though we haven't had rain in 3 weeks tomorrow, we haven't had even a couple drips of rain. So we could definitely use rain, but got one of these horse flies flying around me. But if you look, actually, still have some moisture in the soil, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I disc down in there to hold the moisture. And I guess I wanted to conclude just by saying, trying to kill that horsefly, by just saying why it's important that we grow this. Why do we grow corn? Corn's got a bad rep, but it doesn't need to be that way. You just don't need to grow GMOs or hybrids or be spraying your fields with herbicides and pesticides. Corn is an amazing crop. The open pollinated, like they used to grow back in the day, that's actually fertile and you can save the seed from it, has higher protein. That's what we grow here. And it's very important because we need to feed our animals the most highest quality that we can produce here on our farm. And we need to know that it comes from our farm. We're feeding our animals anything because we need to ensure that the meat that we produce, the eggs and everything, is pure and clean. And the only way we can do that is by growing our own farm. And so that's why we started growing corn. It's one of the 3 things that we put in our chicken feed along with the peas and our einkorn. And I actually have really started to enjoy growing corn. It's not something I ever thought I'd be doing when I first started farming. But you know, things change, you change your mind, you learn new things. And I really don't think corn should be demonized at all. It's actually a great crop to grow if you grow it correctly. And it's a beautiful thing. I'll come back out here in the field later in the year and show you guys it. But right now, yeah, you can see for yourself. The field looks great even though we haven't gotten rain. And this is all, I mean, it came up. There's like no bare spots in the field. All the seed came up, we saved it ourselves. And it's really not hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Please like the video and share. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.